Remember to breathe, bring the shoulders around.
Fresh from the Paris Olympics, kayaker Stephanie Chen is back pedaling again. Rowing symmetrically is key for faster timings, and her coach refers to this 3D model to identify areas to improve on.
What we're going to do is we're just going to review it on the 3D and see whether the rotation on both sides are symmetrical or not.
With sports science, Stephanie is able to hone her skills without even going into the water.
So here indoors, we can really focus on the technique because there's no wind and there's no wash from other boats, and the athlete can be very focused on just one or two aspects of their technique. Besides that, there's also live feedback. So everything that is done here is being recorded, and immediately the coach can look back at the video together with the athlete and discuss about that aspect that we are working on for this particular session.
With sports scientist Dr. Marcus Lee around, there is an extra pair of eyes to give the coach a fresh perspective. For the kayaking veteran, the little difference goes a long way.
I like to focus on like the 99% because it's like the training and hard work and stuff like that. But with sports science, it bolsters your 99%, plus it gives you the 1% support to help you like get the edge, like with nutrition, with sufficient physio, rehab and everything. Like 1% seems like a very small number, but it makes a difference because that's what most people chase, like the increase in 1%.
Currently, the ratio of athletes to sports scientists in Singapore is about 39:1. Now that's compared to about 13:1 in Hong Kong and almost 1:1 in Japan. Now with more investments into sports science, the idea is also to lower this ratio, which will hopefully translate to better training and hence better performance.
Singapore is set to build an expanded sports science and sport medicine centre in Kallang with state-of-the-art labs and facilities. Singapore Sport Institute calls for public support for this investment as they believe sporting success can bring intangible benefits like uniting the people.
To be able to succeed on the international stage, sports science, I always say, is a need and not so much a want, because we should really be scientific in everything we do, asking the right questions and taking a rigorous and targeted path towards achieving the goals, rather than, if you're not scientific, we could be wasting a lot of time because we keep going in a zigzag rather than going in a straight path. And I think Singapore is primed to leverage on this because we've got a very educated population as well.
The centre will be open to all Team Singapore athletes and will seek to provide them with a significant competitive advantage.